Hi, Taurus. This is your reading for the time period of September 1st to September 14th, 2019. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome and thank you for subscribing to Amani's Lightwork. Okay, so I hope that the summer has been treating you well. Labor Day is coming up soon as well, but I get strap up. So when I said Labor Day coming soon as well, strap up. That could apply to females also, female contraception, male contraception, strap up, use contraception, but I don't want to. So you may not want to use something that's sexual here. So you may not want to use contraception with your partner. You may not want, or you trying to sleep with someone, period, and you don't have to have a partner. You're just trying to sleep with, I get Capricorn female. So when I said you don't have a you don't have to have a partner necessarily, then something's going on with sleeping with a Capricorn energy that's a female, male, female energy. Doesn't matter. Female, whatever, Capricorn female energy there. I keep getting I don't want to use. So either you don't however you want to look at use. Either you don't want to use that person or for something, or you don't want to ask somebody something, which is interesting, or you don't want to use contraception with that person, or something's going on with you. If something that's going on, it could be a Capricorn male energy. Something's going on with, but they need to strap up. So when I say Capricorn male energy, they need to strap up. So, or if you're a guy, something's going on with sleeping with potentially or trying to sleep with a Capricorn female, but I keep getting, either you don't want to sleep with that person, either you don't want to sleep with that person, or you don't want to use contraception with that person. It doesn't have to be a Capricorn. It can be any zodiac sign, but Libra finding out something. So when I said that a Libra may be finding out something, however you want to look at Libras, Libra finding out something. Libra is finding out about a Capricorn male. Libra's finding out, but your involvement. So when I say Capricorn male, the Libra's finding out about some type of level of involvement that you have going on with a Capricorn male or female. It depends on what's, but something is sexual, or somebody may need help also. So when I said something is sexual, somebody may need help also. That's why I said I don't want to. And however you want to look at contraception or strapping up with someone, you could, the strapping up analogy is like you don't want to use protection with you, metaphorically. You don't want to strap up with how you interact with. You may not want to strap up with how you interact with someone. However, how you interact with them, you may be really blunt with someone all the time. Capricorn male, female. You may be really blunt with those elements all the time, or blunt with them all the time, or straightforward with them all the time. You may speak your mind to them all the time, or whatever. However you want to look at that analogy. If it's not Capricorn energies with whatever one of those situations there, then it's just with any zodiac sign. But let's see what's going on here. But however you want to look at that, All right, Taurus. Let me see here. But where should we go? So after all of that, so where should we go? Where should you go to have sex with someone? Where should you go to strap up something so someone won't see? But I get Libra, so where to go to strap up so a Libra won't see? So you could be sleeping with a Libra, but they want to, so they may want to sleep with you. But something's going on with strapping up with that element. It just depends on male, female. Something's going on with strapping up with that element and not wanting to or not wanting to. Just depends on what's going on, or metaphorically strapping up with them. You're really blunt with those elements that they don't like also. So being really blunt with those elements they don't like. Are those elements really blunt with you? Right? Indirectly. Those elements may be indirectly really blunt with you, and you don't like it. They don't like it. Just depends on what's going on. Okay. And it could be with sex or just life, period. All right. All right, Taurus. Queen of Cups energy is underneath, but I get Pisces. So something may be going on with but trying to get her to do something. So you're trying to get a Pisces female to do something. Just depends on what. It can be any water sign female, but Pisces is coming through strongly for some reason, but mostly interact with. So when I said Pisces coming through strongly for some reason, you mostly interact with a Pisces female. So either you see this person when you go to work, you see them when you go home. They could be your partner. The strapping up energy could be coming with with them, or some, it could be lesbian stuff as well. It could be same-sex relationships and things of that nature, or they're a family member, or they're a lover, or they're a co-worker that you like. They're a co-worker that you like if it's a Pisces, and that something's going on, but I need information from them, or I need them to comply. I get about Capricorn. You need them to comply with something that you have going on, or a thought that you have going on with a Capricorn energy. But where is she? So you're asking a Pisces element, where is the Capricorn? What happened to a Capricorn? Why isn't the Capricorn energy coming back? Whether Capricorn energy is male, female, whatever the situation is there, but after you did something to them. So somebody may not have come back somewhere because of something that you did to them, something that you said to them, whatever it is. And it could be a Pisces element, but helping you with something. When I say it could be a Pisces element, they're trying to help you with something. So either you did something or said something to a Capricorn, but I slept with. Doing something or said something to Capricorn energies, you slept with them, or you had them over, or you went out with them, but acting really weirdly. So you may have had that kind of, you may have had an outing with a Capricorn, or you slept with them, you did something interesting with them, but something's going on with acting really oddly or weirdly. So either they were or you were, or that could be why that could be why they're not, or you think, okay, so it's going to, the reason for you interacting with a Pisces, the reason you interacting with a Pisces about a Capricorn is that you need why somebody didn't come back. You need information into why someone didn't come back, but you're thinking that it's something that you said, something that you did, you rubbed someone the wrong way. That's why I said blunt, and you not using contraception with your words with that person or those people. This depends on what's going on, but a Pisces sees that. So a Pisces may observe that you have those kind of interactions with the other earth sign energies there. I keep getting they have information on. So the Pisces has information on that. So you may need to talk to the Pisces, I don't know where Capricorn went or Capricorns went. You need to ask the Pisces where the Capricorn energies went. What happened? The blunt interactions and the contraception analogies to supervisor. The blunt interactions and the contraception analogies, metaphoric stuff there is coming from a supervisor. And the talking to the Pisces is getting information on what was said, getting information from the Pisces on what a supervisor said to the Capricorn and to have them not return. What the supervisor or boss said to the Capricorn energies to have them not return, or a family member or this could be in a family environment, talking to a Pisces that's a family member. And why are the Capricorn energies that are family members, why aren't they in the house? Why aren't the Capricorn energies in the house with them? Or why aren't they invited? Whatever it's may get scared of. So when I say why aren't they invited, the other family members and friends may be scared of the Capricorn energies for some reason. Or something's going on with blunt interactions that a supervisor gave the Capricorn energies, and the Pisces is the bearer of information of that for you in a family environment, workplace, business deal. But I just, when I hit business deal, I just want to know. So you just want to know what happened with someone in business, what happened to your business partners. The Pisces has information on what happened to your business partners or your family members, or why someone is not being invited to come back somewhere, or in a family environment, a house environment, a workplace, a business deal environment. Pisces has information on that for some reason, but it has something to do with blunt interactions with but every time I say blunt interactions, I feel drawn to say it like blunt. What do you call that? Like blunt force? What do you call that? Like a blunt force trauma kind of situation going on. For some reason, I feel drawn to say that. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could be like accidents and things of that nature. But I just felt drawn to say that for some reason, or some that could be metaphoric. That's how that could be how interaction. That could be how you observe an interaction, or somebody literally could have been in that kind of situation with an Aquarian. So someone could have literally been in that kind of situation, but with an Aquarian energy. Someone could have literally, something strange happened there, okay? Or it could be a fight that someone had. Blunt force trauma is like being hit with an object. Like blunt force trauma is like being hit with an object really hard, and that could be something that a Pisces is telling Aquarian did to someone. That could be something that could be something that a Pisces is telling you an Aquarian did to someone, or that happened to an Aquarian, or something happened there. Something may have happened to the Aquarian, or shown up on the news. So when I say something happened to the Aquarian, something may have happened to them. They may have showed up on the news, or something blunt force trauma like could have happened to them, or already happened, or that, or whatever, not hearing from them, or that could be why you're talking to a supervisor, or the Pisces. Pisces could be a supervisor, a friend, a partner, but they have, whoever I keep getting bearer of information. They're the bearer of information, but they know what happened to an Aquarian. They know what Aquarian did to Capricorn. They know what Capricorn energy, why they're not returning, why they not come back. But I keep getting Aquarian. So the Aquarian and Aquarian energy is responsible for why Capricorns are not coming back, or a Capricorn is not coming back. It depends on what's going on. But I keep getting blunt. So either somebody was really blunt with someone was really blunt with someone, or something's going on with being hit with an object, or an Aquarian was hit with an object, or an Aquarian hit somebody with something, but yeah, because they were drunk. And Aquarian energy may have hit someone with something because they were drunk. Whatever. It's strange. But a Pisces has, so this could be coworkers that you're talking about, or family members, or something that happened to a family member, right? Because they went out. Why is it something happened to a family member? It had something to do with the fact that a family member went out. Like a family member went out and did something, and something happened to them when they went out. All right, let's see. Starting point has justice, sign of Libra, but I'm with them. So the justice energy is that you're with a Libra element, but Pisces doesn't want you to be. So a Pisces may not want you to be. However you want to look at be with Libra. Be with Libra is like Pisces could be your partner, but sees that you're looking at someone else. The Pisces could be your partner, but they see that you're looking at someone else. The Pisces, whatever water sign, female, the Scorpio, whatever, but don't like Libra. So when I hit Scorpio, they don't like a Libra. Scorpio could be a parent. They don't like a Libra for some reason, whatever kind of environment, or they or a co-worker, they're a business partner, don't like Libra. They're a co-worker or a business partner that does not like a Libra if it's a Scorpio. But then something's going on with you being tied to a Pisces and limited. You're tied to a Pisces, but someone's limited about the feeling that they have with a Libra. Don't really like them either. So either the Libra doesn't like a Pisces, or someone is limited, or something may be a limited interaction, or something that you have with this person, or because they did something. So something is a limited interaction that you have going on with a Libra because they did something, or something's going on with the fact that you're tied to a Pisces and you're looking at this person. And that could be why. That could be something that a Pisces observes. And that could be they don't want to see this person. That could be something that Pisces observes that you're doing with a Libra. And that could be why a Pisces doesn't want to see a Libra, or Libra doesn't want to see a Pisces. Or something's going on. Libra is your partner. A Libra could be your partner, but sees that you're talking. The Libra sees that you're still with a Queen of Cups, or the Libra could be your partner, but they see that you're looking at a Queen of Cups, or interact with them often. So the Libra observes that you interact with a Queen of Cups energy often. I don't like her like that. So you're telling the Libra that you don't like a Queen of Cups energy like that. However you want to look at like that, like in a sense where you may have a Libra that's a partner, but sees that you're looking at someone else. So you have a Libra that's a partner, but they see that you're looking at someone else. A Scorpio doesn't like the Libra for some reason. The Scorpio doesn't like the Libra, but something may be going on with Cancerian energies and a Libra also. But the Cancer may like a Libra that you're tied to. But I want to leave. So you're with a Libra, but you want to leave them. That could be what you're talking to a Pisces about, or you want to be with them, and a Pisces observes that, or you're interacting with a Scorpio, trying to understand why they don't like a Libra. You're interacting with a Scorpio, and you're trying to understand why they don't like a Libra, whatever. Or somebody may want to understand a Cancer or whoever. Someone may want to understand why you want to leave a Libra. But I like someone else. So when I said want to leave a Libra, you like someone else, or you like the Pisces, or the Libra observes you interact with a Pisces all the time. It's making them strange or feel weird. The fact that you interact with a Pisces all the time is making a Libra feel weird. Or a Scorpio doesn't like them, but why? A Scorpio doesn't like this element, but you're like, but why? If it's not Libra energy, then it's just justice. Then it's just justice because of a conversation that you're having with a Pisces, or whatever. Justice energy is that you're finding out a Scorpio doesn't like this person, and you're trying to figure out why. Or justice energy is that you're interacting with a Pisces. Okay, what happened to an Aquarian? You're interacting with a Pisces on what happened to an Aquarian energy, or Capricorns. But I want to be with them. So the justice is that you want to be with the Capricorn energies there. And that could be what that could be what you're telling a Pisces, or a Pisces observes that you want that. It just depends on what's going on. Or you want to know what happened to an Aquarian, or why Capricorn and Aquarian did not return, or something's going on with blunt, like a blunt. Somebody was really blunt in the conversation. Somebody could have had a really blunt conversation with someone, and that could be why someone didn't come back somewhere, or a Scorpio doesn't like this person because of that exact reason, but doesn't like how she talks. So when I say Scorpio does not like this person because of that exact reason, like they don't like how this person talks. Somebody doesn't like how a Libra talks. Does someone not like how a Pisces talks, how a Scorpio talks? Somebody doesn't like how somebody talks for some reason however you want to look at talks, like their voice, their intonation, their speech, how they pronounce things, whatever. It could be slang that somebody has, but she doesn't. So when I say slang that somebody has, she doesn't. So either it's Capricorn that she doesn't, or it's a what do you call it? Or it's a Scorpio, or it's a Pisces. You're trying to tell somebody. You're trying to tell someone they don't have. You're trying to have a conversation with someone that he or she does not have slang, or they don't talk a certain way. Liking Libra. When I said talking a certain way, it has something to do with liking a Libra, not liking them, wanting to leave them. But I keep getting talking. So something is going on with talking with them. So either somebody doesn't like the way they talk. However you want to look at the way they talk, how they may talk about someone, or they may talk about and criticize someone, or it's the way they talk, their intonation, their accent that they have. Or you're trying to tell a Pisces and a Scorpio, they don't even have an accent and things of that nature, but don't know how to speak a language. So they may not know how to speak a language. However you look, they may not know how to speak Spanish. They may not know how to speak Italian. They may not know how to speak Creole. They may not know how to speak these languages, but I don't care. So you don't care. This could be a situation here, like the Scorpio not liking them. The Scorpio energy could be like a parent that you have, but this energy could be your partner, and Scorpio energy could be your parent, and they don't like the fact that this person doesn't know a language. This could be like a family situation where your mother doesn't like someone that you're dating because they don't know they're unfamiliar with the native tongue that your family speaks, and they're unfamiliar with it, or they don't know how to speak it, but I'm trying to teach them that. So you're trying to teach a Libra that, or someone's going on with talking to a Pisces about this person, but should I leave? So you're talking to a Pisces about this person, and you're trying to figure out if you should leave this person, but they think you should. So a Pisces thinks that you should leave this person for business, love, or sex. You should leave this person. Or something's going on with a Scorpio not liking them. I get for petty stuff. A Scorpio doesn't like them because of something going on with them petty, but it has something to do with language barriers and things of that nature in a workplace and whatever the setting is there. Or it's just justice to the fact that you're interacting with a Pisces about what happened to Aquarians and Capricorns and things of that nature. And those examples with the language and the way somebody talks could be about the Capricorn and the Aquarian, or just what happened to them, period. And the language and the talking could be the fact that someone was blunt, or being blunt with someone. The Aquarian was like that with the Capricorn, or the Libra was like that with the Capricorn, thinks that they were. So you think a Libra was like that with a Capricorn. You think so, but that may not be true. This depends on what's going on. But it has something to do with a conversation about, I had two coworkers. It has something to do with a conversation about two coworkers, or an interaction that two coworkers had. Or two business partners had, whatever it is, or something that you're finding out that one of them did to the other, whatever it is, and something about that is weird, or has something to do with not leaving this person, staying with them. You don't care that they don't speak some type of language, or if it's a Libra, whatever the situation is there, or you want to sleep with someone else, and that could be what you're talking to the Pisces about, or the Pisces is your partner, and you're talking with this about wanting to be with this person. You're talking to this person about wanting to be with them. You're tied to the Pisces, or a Pisces thinks you should leave this person. Whatever it is, but it has something to do with what a blunt thought or a conversation, or something is blunt, like somebody got hit with something. It just depends what hit with words, however you want to look at that. Okay, there's a lot of energy. The Emperor energy is here. So this energy could be you, or it could be Aries element by hospital. So when I said you are an Aries element, someone's going at a hospital. in a hospital setting, or that's why I said blunt force trauma and things of that nature. Either that happened, either that I keep getting Aquarius. That could have happened to an Aquarian energy. That could have happened too. I keep drinking and things. That could have happened to you. That could be what the Pisces is telling you. That's why the Justice energy is there with the Emperor. But that's me. So the Justice energy there is the Emperor in the waiting position. Is that's you? That's you. Like you're interacting with the Queen of Cups energy. You're interacting with the Queen of Cups energies about what happened to an Aquarian energy, but they were drinking. So when I said what happened to the Aquarian energy, they were drinking. So either they were drinking and somebody hit them with something, or I get brawl also. So someone's gone with them getting into like a bar brawl, a bar brawl. Oh my God. Ooh, this happened to me like about a year or two ago when I was doing Aquarian energies reading, and I was picking up the same part of this energy here where somebody could have gotten into a drunken brawl at a bar or something, and I need to save them. So when I said that, I need to save them. You're thinking that you need to save them, but they should have stopped drinking also. So the Justice energy is that you're conversing with a Pisces. You're talking to a Pisces, whatever, Queen of Cups. You're talking to a Pisces energy. You're talking to a Pisces about how an Aquarian energy should have stopped drinking. But I get with Capricorn. Like an Aquarian energy should have stopped drinking with a Capricorn, or they themselves should have stopped drinking, period. But something could have happened, but I need to protect. When I said something could have happened, but I need to protect them. That's why this energy is here showing up as you, but hospital visitation. This energy showing up as you. Something's going on with a hospital visitation. So either you need to go visit either you need to go visit an Aquarian energy in the hospital, or someone is potential with them, but you need to try to get them to stop drinking. So you may need to they may drink now, they're currently drinking, but you may need to try to figure out Justice energy. You may need to try to get them to figure out. You may need to try to figure out a way with the Queen of Cups. You may need to try to figure out a way to get them to stop. You may need to figure out a way to get them to stop drinking. And you're thinking that someone is not going to stop drinking, but you have time to try to figure out how to protect them. So you have time. You're trying to figure out how to protect them. If it's not an Aquarian energy and you showing up like the Justice energy with this person could be an external Taurus that has information. It could be an external Taurus that's a man that has information on the Capricorn, that has information on the Aquarian. It just depends on what's going on there. I keep getting a hospital visitation. One of those elements is if something's going on with them with a hospital visitation, because of drinking, because of drunken brawls. What happened at work also. When I said drinking and drunken brawls and things of that nature, it's what happened to someone at work also. So like I said from the beginning, you're conversing with Queen of Cups or Pisces. You're conversing with them about Capricorns and Aquarian energy got in a drunken brawl. When I say Capricorn and Aquarian energy, they either one of them or they got in it together. One of them or two of them or however many of them, they got in a drunken brawl, or they just got in an argument with each other. And something's going on with one of them potentially hitting the other. And that's what you're talking to a Pisces about with the Justice energy. Libra thinks you should not intervene. So a Libra thinks that you should not intervene there, but I should have stopped going out with them. So you should have stopped going out with Aquarian and Taurus, and you should have stopped going out with Aquarian and external Taurus or Capricorn. They should have stopped going out together. So every time I say Capricorn and Aquarius, they should stop going out together. Like you need to give someone the heads up that they should stop going out together. Intuitively they should stop going out together, because something could potentially happen to the Aquarian, and the Capricorn energy could potentially get intertwined. And so I keep getting drunken brawl, and the Capricorn energy could potentially end up in between a drunken brawl with that. And the drunken brawl energy or an argument period is the fact that the Aquarian and the Capricorn energy, they may hang out together, or you're finding out that they went out, or they're trying to do something that I need to safeguard. You need to safeguard either the Aquarian or the Capricorn, or both of those elements. But the needing to stop them from going out together, the needing to stop them from going out together is that potentially the Aquarian could get tore up. Potentially the Aquarian energy could get tore up to the point where, or that's something that they do often, but it takes one time for someone to really trip and lose self-control on someone. So that could potentially happen to someone if you don't figure out a way to get them to stop hanging out together, or try to figure out a way to stop them from drinking together. Try to figure out a way to stop them from drinking together. So So either one of them could potentially become an innocent bystander because they keep hanging out together. One of them could potentially become an innocent bystander because they're hanging out and drinking together. But how to stop? So you're trying to figure out a way to stop that. A Libra thinks you should not intervene, or something like that could have happened, and that could be what you're talking to a Pisces about. That could be what you're talking to a Pisces about, or you want to know why the Capricorns and Aquarians energy, you want to know why they didn't return, but the Pisces has information on that, or whatever. That's why the Justice energy is there. Or something's going on. If this energy is you, something's going on with your relationship to a Libra, but parent doesn't like. So when I say this energy being you and your relationship to a Libra, a parent doesn't like something's going on with your parent not liking them, or but two white also. Someone's a parent not liking them. Something's going on with two white, like they're too white. However you want to look at two white there. This could be a friend that you have that they, however you want to look at two, there something's going on with them. Like somebody could be really light skinned or pale. A parent that you have may be really envious. A parent that you have may be really envious about that for some reason, or they don't like the fact that you're with someone that's lighter, or the Pisces may have that kind of thought, but leaving them for. The Pisces has the thought that you're trying to leave them for this person, or something's going on with wanting to be with the Capricorn energy. Something's going on with wanting to be with the Capricorn and finding that out, and this person is finding that out. But I'm lighter. Like this energy is like, I'm lighter. You're trying to leave. This could be a situation here, whatever skin tone you are. The Libra energy could be your partner. That, for example, maybe they could be light for some reason, but you're trying to leave them for someone that's darker. Like there's that. You could be leaving this energy for someone that's darker, but something's going on with they're like, but I'm light. Like they're trying to say, but I'm light. Are you saying, but you're light to someone? Oh, I see what's going on. If you're dating this, if you're tied to a Libra-like element, but their parents, you may be tied to a Libra, and something's going on, prejudice with their parents that you didn't know. Something may be going on, prejudice with their parents that you didn't know, but something's going on with like skin tones, and you're trying to tell someone, but I'm light enough, but I'm not dark, I'm not whatever issue is that whatever mental situation someone has going on with somebody's skin tones and things of that nature. That could be something that you're trying, their parents. That could be something that you're trying to explain to a Libra's parents. Or that could be the Libra, if they're not a partner, that could be something that you're trying to talk to a Pisces about. You have a friend that has colorism issues, that you telling the Pisces that you have a friend that has colorism issues, or you have a friend whose parents or grandparents, they have colorism problems, or something's going on with your parents and colorism issues. Or this could be happening in a workplace with Capricorn. This could be happening in a workplace with a Capricorn energy. Or you like the Capricorn and this energy doesn't understand because either they're lighter or the darker, or if somebody has envious and jealousy like feelings with that, but making comparisons also. So something's going on with making comparisons. Are you making comparisons between a Libra and a Pisces, or you're talking with a Pisces with how you're talking to a Pisces about making comparisons between Libra and Capricorn, or Aquarian and Capricorn energy. They shouldn't be together. So every time I say Aquarius and Capricorn, they should not be together. They shouldn't. Something is extreme with them being together, and you think that they should not be together. Go somewhere together, sleep together, whatever, hang out together. You think that they should not be together. Does someone think you should not be with an Aquarian and a Capricorn? A Libra doesn't. A Libra thinks that you shouldn't be with those elements. For whatever reason, a Libra thinks that you should not be with those elements. Or you're talking to a Pisces, a prejudiced parents. You're talking to a Pisces about your prejudiced parents, or their prejudiced family members, or someone's going on with business partners and prejudiced business partners. But we have, so when I say prejudiced business partners, we have, you're telling Libra, or you're conversing with the Pisces that we have prejudiced family members, we have prejudiced business partners. That's why Capricorn left. So when I said that could be why a Capricorn energy left, but you're trying to safeguard that element. But the Capricorn energy, potentially the Capricorn energy storming out also. So they may have stormed out, but they're they're storming out to an Aquarian that's toxic for them. They're storming out to an Aquarian energy that's toxic for them. And then making comparisons with their skin tones, or a parent is doing that between you and this person, or their parents are doing that to you. That's why you're leaving them. Their parents are doing that to you. That could be why justice that you want to leave them for, Capricorn, but you want to safeguard the Capricorn from potentially ending up in a drunken brawl with the Aquarian energy. You're trying to protect them from having that kind of interaction with the Aquarian energy there. Or that could be what you're talking to a Pisces about, whatever. Or you're talking to a Pisces prejudiced co-workers. You're talking to a Pisces about how you and them, or how you separately from the Pisces have prejudiced co-workers, and comparing skin tones. But I do that with Libra. So the comparing skin tones is that you do that with a Libra. You do that with a Libra subconsciously. You do that with a Libra, or their family does that with you, or your family does that with them. Somebody being too light, somebody being darker, or you're trying to leave someone for someone that's darker. You're with someone that's lighter, you're trying to leave them for someone that's darker, vice versa. And that's where the like confusion. That could be where the confusion is coming from, or something there. A Capricorn energy heard. Something there a Capricorn energy is aware of, but they're aware of it, and they heard it. That could be what you're talking to a Pisces about. They're aware of it, or they heard it somehow. That's why I said blunt and things of that nature. They're aware of it, or they heard it, and that they're trying to storm out and leave, but potentially they're storming out and leaving with someone that's not good for them. And something's going on with the person that they're storming out and leaving to, or someone's toxic about the person that they're trying to leave you for. Someone is toxic about the person that they're trying to leave you to go hang out with, or leave you for, whatever it is. Does a Libra deem you tied to Pisces? A Libra deems some type of tie that you have to a Pisces to be interesting. The Libra deems you to be tied to someone's interesting about the tie that you have to a Pisces. A Libra deems that relationship to be odd. The Libra deems that relationship to be odd. This could be a situation here. The Pisces could be older than you, or younger, or the same age group. They're older in mind or wisdom. They could be older, however you want. They could be older than you on some level, but has good information on something. They have really good information on something, but that could be why you talk to the Pisces element all the time. But good insights on Capricorn. They have a good insight on a Capricorn. Like they have an interesting perspective. They have a very interesting thought about how you should be with the reason for why the Pisces thinks you should be with a Capricorn. What a Libra family said is because of what you shared with the Pisces, what a Libra family said, or what was relayed to you that a Libra family said. Someone's interested about a Libra's family, or a Libra's co-workers, or Libra's friends, or what they said about a Capricorn, or what you're trying to conceal also. So either somebody said something about a Capricorn and you're trying to conceal that. That's what justice energy is, that you're trying to conceal that, or that could be why somebody's stormed off and left and potentially going off with somebody toxic. You're trying to safeguard that. You're trying to prevent that, or something's going on, or something's going on with what do you call it? Something's going on where the Pisces lead this person. The Pisces thinks that you should lead this person because so either something was said about a Capricorn that they said, or coworkers, or other friend group, or in a friend group, whatever, or they said something, or something's going on with their family members and their friends said something about the skin tone. Their family members and friends said something about your skin tone, and that could be why the Pisces said leave them. That could be why the Pisces said leave them. That's why justice energy is there. You may not have known that something was happening. Pisces could have overheard a conversation. A Pisces could have overheard a cryptic conversation. So either the cryptic conversation is about a Capricorn and Aquarius, or them being together, them talking together. What one of them has a drinking issue. I didn't know that. When I said one of them has a drinking issue, you didn't know that. That's why justice energy is there. But something interesting is going on with one of them, or both of them having drinking issues, and you didn't know that. Or something's going on or being tied to a Libra, but I want to leave. Sometimes being tied to a Libra, but you want to leave them because either they said something about a Capricorn, or either they said something, or their family members or their friend groups. I keep getting skin tone, or their family members or friends said something about your skin tone, or either about your skin tone, or about or your family said something about them. Or some of your family, someone's gone envious with your family members and friends, and they said something about this element skin tone. but I can't take the criticism. So when I ran through all those examples, I can't take the criticism that the relationship that I have to a Libra is giving me. Hence the reason for why the Pisces is trying to tell me to leave them alone. This, like I said, this element could be a friend you keep hanging out with, and their parents keep criticizing you for whatever reason, or something's going on with you being tied to this person in love, and their family doesn't like you. The family doesn't like you for the skin tones and foolishness and language and whatever crazy psychological stuff is going on with their family members or yours, or if they're or friends. Or they said something, or you heard something about a Capricorn energy, but that's why they left. You just heard something about a Capricorn, and that's why they left. But you're trying to safeguard them from potentially leaving and going off with someone that's toxic for them. And that's what you're talking to Pisces elements about. Or Pisces is your partner, justice energy, with your energy here, or an external Taurus or Aries element, but I need their help. So when I said you being tied to a Pisces and you're dealing with external Aries or Taurus element, I need their help. That's what's at hospital and things of that nature, but Aquarian is going to. So when it's hospital and things of that nature, and Aquarian is going to. An Aquarian is going to the hospital. The justice energy is that an Aquarian energy is going to the hospital, but Libra thinks you should not be involved. Every time I say that, a Libra thinks that you should not be involved. The reason you're talking to the Pisces and the Libra thinks you shouldn't be involved is because those elements are, or just the Libra thinks that the Aquarian energy got themselves, the Aquarian energy got themselves intertwined in a business deal. They got themselves intertwined in a business deal that, and somehow the business deal or the aftermath of a business deal or a brawl. But the reason for the bar brawl that they're potentially getting into, they are not. The reason for that are just a regular argument. The reason for that is something's interesting with a business deal. The reason for that is because of a business deal, and that could be what you're finding out from a Libra, from a Pisces, from a whatever the situation is there. And they potentially end up in the hospital because they potentially end up in the hospital because of an argument. But somehow the Capricorn energy is in the middle of that for some reason. That's why the justice energy is there, but trying to explain something to a Libra. So the justice energy is there because you're trying to explain something to a Libra. You're trying to explain something to a Libra about an Aquarian. You're trying to explain something to a Libra about a Capricorn energy. Trying to explain something to them. The explaining something they don't understand. The explaining something to them is that they don't understand what happened to the Aquarian, or how the Aquarian ended up in something, or they don't understand. They may not understand what happened to the Capricorn energy, or they don't understand why the Capricorn was within the Aquarian energy period. But that's what a Pisces said. But not understanding why a Capricorn was within the Aquarian energy period, that's what a Pisces said. That's what a Pisces said, or a Pisces says information on why those elements were together. That could be why you're trying to safeguard before something happens. You're trying to safeguard someone before something happens. However you want to look at before something happens. However you want to look at before something happens, but being aware of somebody's weekend plans. So you may need to be aware of somebody's weekend plans. Is somebody aware of your weekend plans? But sleeping with Capricorn. So when I said somebody becoming aware of your weekend plans with the justice energy, that you're trying to sleep with the Capricorn energy, but going with Aquarian. So every time I say that, they're trying to go with Aquarian. So either you're conversing with a Pisces, about a plan that you have to go sleep with a Capricorn energy, but they're aware of that. So the Pisces may be aware of that. Are you conversing with them about that? Or the Pisces overheard that you were having with a Libra. The Pisces overheard that conversation that you were having with a Libra. You could be trying to go sleep with a Libra, hang out with a Libra. The Pisces heard that. So the Pisces heard that part. But some element, the Pisces heard that part, what you're trying to do to Libra. But a Libra also overheard what you're trying to do with Capricorn. Libra also overheard what you're trying to do with a Capricorn. But I see what's going on here. This could be a situation here where you're trying to safeguard somebody from, like, someone's going on with weekend plans. So okay, this could be a situation in the workplace where a Capricorn energy or an Aquarian, they're telling you they're going to go out to drink. They're trying to tell you that they're trying to go out to drink, but something's going on with like having a hindsight or foresight into something, or those two elements could have been arguing together before they left the house, or before they left the workplace or the office. Those two elements could have been arguing together together before they left the house, before they left the workplace, before they left together somewhere, or one of them left angrily on their own, separate from the other. But someone's going on with hindsight and foresight, trying to explain that to Libra. So someone's going on with hindsight and foresight, and you're trying to explain that to a Libra that, I don't, they're leaving the house separately. I don't think that they get in the car together. I don't think that they should get into a car together. Does someone not think you should get into a car with a Libra together? Does someone think that you should not go somewhere with Capricorn? Does someone think that you should not go somewhere with a Capricorn energy? Does someone think you should not do that? Or what? Sleep with, hang out with, go drinking with, go riding with, whatever. You're telling the Pisces that the Pisces thinks you should leave. Every time I say Pisces, they think you should leave a Libra because something interesting. This could be something going on with Libra's friends or your coworkers, but it's affecting our relationship. So when I say your coworkers, something interesting is going on with your coworkers, but whatever interesting is going on with your coworkers and your friends, it's affecting the relationship that you have going on with a Libra, but that's what they see. So a Libra sees that, a Libra sees that, a Pisces sees that, whatever situation is there. Colorism, drinking, trying to stop friends from leaving together, trying to stop two friends from living together, trying to stop two coworkers from hanging out together. But I keep getting weekend plans. So once it's trying to stop two coworkers from being together, hanging out together, something's going on. But you have information on somebody's weekend plans. This energy, this is a 4 card. This energy is an 8 card. This energy is a 4 card. Like 4 could be September 4th, like right before whatever day is Labor Day. I forgot. September, what day is the 5th? Whatever day is Labor Day, like around, someone's gone interesting around Labor Day. That could be when something's going on, but that's when I want to go out. So when I said that could be what's going on, or that could be when something's going on, I want to go out. You want to go out around that time, but not with a plan. So you want to go out around that time, but the spirit is like, do not go out with an Aquarian energy, or a Capricorn should not go out with an Aquarian, or they already set out those plans together, but I want to take them away. So you want to take a Capricorn away from an Aquarian, but the Capricorn's trying to leave with the Aquarian. But should I just answer? So when I say Capricorn leaving with the Aquarian, should I just answer? This could be a situation here where, okay, I see what's going on. Someone, the justice energy with your energy here, or it's an external Taurus and that Capricorn lives with, or they work with. It's an external Taurus that a Capricorn or an Aries element, or the Capricorn lives with. The Capricorn energy lives with, or they're tied to an external Taurus. If it's not you, that they're tied to, that you need their help where they went. You need their help to figure out where a Capricorn energy went, but they're within a Aquarian. The external Taurus or Aries element is trying to tell you that the Capricorn energy left somewhere. They went somewhere within the Aquarian, where they go. So you want to know where those elements went. But something's going on where, should I just answer a Capricorn invitation? Should I just answer? It's coming from the Capricorn energies invitation, or it's coming from a message that a Capricorn energy is trying to share with you about inviting you somewhere. Just answer them. So the spirit, and them trying to invite you somewhere, the spirit is like, just answer them. If you don't answer them, they're going to end up with an Aquarian. If you don't answer them, they're going to end up somewhere with an Aquarian. It's safeguarding Pisces also. So if it's not going on with a Capricorn and an Aquarian, that something's going on with a Pisces and an Aquarian energy, or someone's going with a Pisces, or trying to safeguard from going out with an Aquarian, trying to safeguard a Pisces from going out with an Aquarian. It's a Libra trying to safeguard you from going out with an Aquarian. I don't really want to. So the Libra trying to safeguard you from going out with an Aquarian. Yeah, I don't really want to go out with them. Yeah, I don't really want to go out with them, but the Capricorn energy does. But you needed to respond to the Capricorn energies promptly. You may be promptly responding to a Capricorn energy's invitation or an Aquarian's, but not them. So not the Aquarian's invitation, the Capricorn energy's invitation, or the Pisces receive an invitation from an Aquarian and they're promptly responding. And they're promptly responding is the Aquarian promptly responding to something that a Pisces has going on, but they're thirsty. So when I said Aquarian promptly responding to something that a Pisces has going on, they're thirsty. Somebody's thirsty, or something's going on with you with thirstiness with Capricorn. Something's going on with you with thirstiness with the Capricorn energy there. But something's going on with being prompt, but Libra notices. But you're responding to somebody's invitation promptly, and a Libra notices that. But the spirit is like, you need to respond promptly, because if you don't, they're going to go out with someone else that something's happening. weird is going to happen there. So if you don't respond to them promptly, then somebody's going to end up going out with, somebody's going to end up, because you didn't respond, or the spirit is like, if you need to respond to them before they go out with an Aquarian. You need to respond before someone goes out with an Aquarian. So either it's a Pisces or it's a Capricorn, or a Libra sees those kind of interactions, or a Pisces notices by a Libra. The Pisces notice those interactions that you have going on with a Libra, but don't go out with Aquarian. The spirit is like, do not go out with Aquarian. For whoever either that message is for the Capricorn, that message is for you. That message is, do not go out with Aquarian. That message is for the Pisces, do not go out with an Aquarian energy. Or the Libra, that could be the Libra's voice. Or that could be the Libra's voice, but the Libra, don't have a right to be that way. So the Libra may not have a right to be that way. The Libra, for some reason, Libra does not have a right to be that way. Does a Pisces not have a right to be that way? Right? Their friend. So a Pisces, someone's going on with, someone doesn't have the right to be that way, but it's that energy is coming from the Pisces element's friend, their family member, or someone's going on with their friend or family member, whatever. But you're trying to, but the spirit is like, the spirit is like, you need to respond to a Capricorn before they decide. This is like this could be in a family environment, co-workers that they want to hang out to, being picky and choosy with who they want somewhere, or who they want to hang out with. You could be that way with a Libra, or you're that way with a Pisces, or the Pisces is that way with Aquarius energies. But someone is using their intuition, should not go out with. Someone is using their intuition that they should not go out with them. Should you not go out with a Capricorn? But I should. So when I said should not go out with Capricorn, you should, because this is like if somebody's running out of options for someone. Somebody may be running out of options in terms of finding people to go out with. That could be what you observe about a Capricorn, or that's what you observe about a Libra. So, but something's going on where safeguarding, like safeguarding family members and co-workers and whatever. This could be, you could just as energy with the Emperor is, you could be that co-worker that turns down certain invitations by certain co-workers. You for whatever reason you do that, or you may do that to someone, but stop doing that. So you may do that to someone, but there's a need to stop doing that because they're keeping Seven of Cups energy. They're keeping their options open, but potentially with them keeping their options open, someone could end up injured by choosing to go out with someone that answered their invitation, by choosing to go out with someone that answered their invitation. That makes sense. So either that is happening to you with someone, or Libra, or something's going on with Capricorns and Aquarian energies, and you needed to respond to their invitations and things of that nature, or the Pisces, or that could be happening to with an Aquarian. That could be happening to a Pisces with an Aquarian energy. However you want to look at issues and things of that nature, but this could be a situation. It doesn't have to be drunken brawls Aquarian getting into. If it's not drunken brawls that an Aquarian energy is potentially get into, the spirit emphasizing that could be something that they get intertwined with all the time because they like to drink. That could be something they get involved in often because they like to drink or smoke or whatever. That could be something that, or you think that because of their personality, you think that they potentially get into that kind of situation. So there's a need to, so they could be one co-worker, Capricorn could be another, Pisces could be another, but trying to safeguard them because you're a drinking habit, because you're just aware of somebody's drinking habit in a workplace, in a friend group. You're just aware. You're like, I should just go with them. So they won't lose options. So they won't lose options and go off with someone that's not good for them to be with. Oh, so the Libra could be doing that. You could be doing that with the Libra. The Libra thinks you want to go hang out with people and certain people, but the Libra is like, I don't think you should do that. But someone's going on with hospital potential. Someone potentially is going on with hospital visitations and things of that nature with Aquarian energies. But where is Capricorn when I said that? So when I said that, where is the Capricorn energy? You want to know where a Capricorn energy is. The Ten of Swords energy is in the present. But Aquarian missing. So the Ten of Swords is that an Aquarian energy is missing. Like they're missing for some reason. You want to know what happened to them, but in hospital. So they may be in the hospital. That could be why you're looking for a Capricorn, but she's not there. So when I say Capricorn, she's not there. The Ten of Swords with the Emperor, with the Justice energy, if there's not anything going on with Aquarian, something interesting may be going on with the Capricorn and you, or someone's going on with the Pisces, but whatever, someone's going on with the Capricorn energy and needing to go see them or whatever it is, or needing to go visit them somewhere with a Ten of Swords energy. But I keep getting they went out. The Ten of Swords in the present is they went out somewhere. Somebody decided to go out somewhere with an Aquarian, or they went out somewhere on their own. But the looking for them, Aquarian hospital. The Aquarian energy is in the hospital. So either the Justice energy. So you're trying to talk to from the beginning. You're talking to a Pisces. What happened to the Aquarian energy? The Pisces is telling you what happened to the Aquarian, but they were with Capricorn. The Pisces is trying to tell you that the Aquarian energy was with the Capricorn, male or female. The Pisces is trying to tell you the Aquarian energy is with the Capricorn energy, but they're not there. So when I said that, the Capricorn energy is not somewhere. So this could be a situation here where you may be thinking that someone is you may be thinking that someone is in the hospital for some reason, and it could be the Aquarian or the Capricorn, whichever. You may be thinking I get an external Taurus. So something is going on with an external Taurus male, or you're traveling to their place. So you're traveling to an external Taurus that's a male. You're traveling to their place to find out what happened. You're traveling to their place. You feel the need to travel to their place to find out what happened to the Aquarian. But what Libra was doing also. So if it's not the Aquarian, you're traveling to an external Taurus or Aries element. You're traveling to their place to find out what a Libra was doing. You want to know what a Libra was doing. So the Libra may have been cheating. The Libra may have been cheating. Something's going on with a Libra cheating. So if it's not an external Taurus or Aries element, then this energy is you, but somebody's cheating. So either you're cheating on them. Either you're cheating on a Libra, but they also cheat. So either you're cheating on a Libra, but the Libra also cheats, or something interesting going on with a Pisces that you're tied to, but they cheat. So I said Pisces that you're tied to, the Pisces cheats. Are you cheating on a Pisces? Are you cheating on a Pisces? And it could be because of a Libra. It could be because of an Aries or an external Taurus element there, but they're my partners. So I said cheating on Pisces or leaving Pisces. You have a Libra. You have a Libra, you have an Aries, you have an external Taurus element. You deem them to be partners, you deem them to be partners in a Pisces. The Ten of Swords in the present is that a Pisces may be finding that out for some reason. A Pisces may be finding that out. But if it's not anything like that, then something is going on with the Aquarian energy, and you don't know where they are, or they're in the hospital for some reason, but just went missing. So why is it in the hospital, or for some reason they just went missing? The Ten of Swords and the Justice is that they're finding out something. The Ten of Swords with the Justice energy is that you're just finding out something about what happened to them. But I keep getting with Capricorn. You want to know what happened to them, but they end up with the Capricorn energy somewhere for some reason. They end up with them somewhere for some reason, and you need to figure out what happened. But I get something about a news anchor also. So something may be going on with interacting with a news anchor, or you feel like you need to interact with where's Aquarian. You feel like you need to interact with a news anchor on where an Aquarian energy is, where a Capricorn energy. But then every time I say where Capricorn is, they're not there. So something is extreme with the Capricorn energy not being there. Like they're not there anymore. Like they're not somewhere anymore. Or if it could be workplace stuff, it could be I get an outing. If it's not workplace stuff, then it's just an outing. Then it's just an outing that someone took with someone, and something happened with them not being somewhere anymore, or something's going on with the Aquarian, with the drinking and things of that nature. But coworkers, so this could be something that's happening with coworkers and friends. It told them not to go somewhere. Coworkers and friends, you told them not to go somewhere. Or your partner or an Aries or an external Taurus or a Libra telling you not to go somewhere. Those elements are trying to tell you not to go somewhere. That's what or the Pisces trying to tell you not to go somewhere. Or the Pisces is trying to go somewhere with an Aquarian energy and a Capricorn. And the Ten of Swords is that they didn't return. Ten of Swords is that one of those elements did not return, or the Capricorn didn't return, but they're missing. Or the Aquarian energy did not return, but they're missing. Something interesting. Something's going on with a car also. So something really interesting may be going on with a car with the Aquarius or the Capricorn or whatever. Something really interesting may be going on with a car or someone could have gotten in a car and went somewhere. But that's what Libra said. So the getting in a car and went somewhere, that's what a Libra's trying to tell you that they did. So the cheating analogies and things of that nature with the Libra is that they got an ex-boyfriend. They may have gotten in a car with their ex-boyfriend. That's why the Ten of Swords is in the present. Did you get in a car with your ex-boyfriend, ex-girlfriend? Did you do that to a Libra? Did you do that to a Pisces? But they're finding it out. So doing that to a Libra, doing that to a Pisces, those elements may be finding that out for some reason. Those elements and an Aries, those elements, and in addition to an Aries element, those elements may be finding that out as well. Those elements may be finding that out as well, or something's going on. The Ten of Swords energy, Capricorn and Aquarian. The Ten of Swords is the Capricorn energy and the Aquarian. They could have gotten into a car together, and you're telling the Libra, I need to go find. You're telling the Libra that you need to go find one of those two elements there, or one of those elements there. Okay. Woo. The future has the Four of Cups energy. Okay. And your instincts has the Page of Wands energy, but younger fire sign. So the Page of Wands energy is a younger fire sign that has information. They're a younger fire sign energy that has information. They're just a younger fire sign energy that has information on Libra, on Pisces, on Capricorn, on Aquarius energy. Why didn't it come back? So I ran through all of them. The younger fire sign energies have information on why those elements did not return somewhere. Why they didn't return to a house or workplace, whatever. Why they didn't office? Why they didn't return somewhere? But they went somewhere together. So the Libra, the Pisces, the Aquarius, the Capricorn, they may have went somewhere together. But I also went. So when I ran through that, you also went with those elements. But you going with those elements is that you going somewhere with those elements, or however many of those elements, you going somewhere with those elements not returning. You going somewhere with those elements, you're not returning for some reason. You're not returning, or someone's going somewhere with them, you're not returning. For what reason you're not returning, or you're finding out that those elements went out together and Aquarian not returning. You're finding out those elements went out together and the Aquarian energy is not returning. The needing to find a Capricorn is needing to ask them questions. The Page of Wands could be shown up as a Capricorn energy also, or Leo. If it's not a Capricorn, then the Page of Wands energy is just a Leo that you need to talk to. It's just a Leo that you need to have a conversation with there. You know? With the justice energy being in the starting point, it's just a Leo that you need to talk to. It's just a Leo. But the Leo has information where coworkers went. The Leo has information on where coworkers went there. Okay. The Nine of Swords energy is right next to the Justice energy, Nine of Swords, but I can't sleep. So Justice energy right next to the Nine of Swords is you can't sleep for some reason, but thinking about Aquarian. So you can't sleep because you're thinking about a missing coworker. You're thinking about a missing housemate. You're thinking about whatever it is, but thinking somebody got locked up also. So the Justice energy right next to the Nine of Swords is that could be what the younger fire sign energy is trying to tell you. That's why the Ten of Swords is there. Thinking somebody got locked up. The Ten of Swords, you think somebody got locked up. So either it's a Capricorn or it's an Aquarian energy. But the thinking somebody got locked up is either the reason for that is because of the results of a drunken brawl that they went in and they went out together, and one of them they ended up fighting because they were drunk and called the police, and one of them ended up calling the police, or somebody ended up calling the police. But someone's going here like a barista, like somebody that works in a store, like in a corner store or something. That could in some type of store or supermarket. That could be what happened at Aquarius. That could be what happened to an Aquarian energy as well. They could have, and somebody could have been drunk. Somebody could have been drunk, or somebody could have been drunk, and they went to buy something from the store, and they could have ended up arguing. They could have ended up arguing with a store owner. They could have ended up arguing with a store owner. And that could be something that you're finding out from the younger fire sign and the Pisces element, or the Pisces, you're with the Pisces, and you're with the Pisces, and the Pisces is trying to tell you that that's what happened in a Capricorn. That's what happened to an Aquarian energy and a Capricorn. Like somebody went to the store, or somebody went to drunk. Somebody went into a store drunk, or they went into a store drunk and ended up arguing with like a barista. They ended up arguing with someone in the store, a store owner, and the store owner could have ended up calling the police. The store owner could have ended up calling the police But are my coworkers going to come back? So after all of that, the fire sign energy, but following up from Pisces. So the other fire sign energy is just following up. They're giving you follow-up information. They're giving you follow-up information on what the Pisces was able to give you. But Nine of Swords next to the Justice card is, are my coworkers going to come back? Are my business partners going to come back? What happened to them? When they have business partners, what happened to my business partners? What did they go into the store? What did they go into a store and do? What did they go into a bar and do? But act crazy. So somebody went into a bar and ended up acting really crazily. That's why the Nine of Swords is right next to the Justice card. But so either the 10. Okay, I'm gonna run through this one more time. So either this is a situation here where you could have went out with these elements. You could have went out with these left early. So you could have went out with some of these elements, but you went out. You left early. You left early from the shindig. That you left early from the situation. But later on. This could be coworkers that you're going out with. Later on, you're heading back home, and you get a call, or you're going to work the next day, but they didn't come back. You're going to work the next day, and some of these elements did not return. Capricorn and the Aquarian, or the Libra, or somebody. That's what a Pisces said. So them not returning. That's what a Pisces told you. That the reason into why they're not returning. But I keep getting something about a store owner or someone that works in a store. So either Aquarian energy outburst. Either Aquarian energy end up having like a really interesting outburst with someone that works in a store, or someone in the workplace. Somebody could have had that kind of outburst, but came to work drunk also. So an Aquarian energy may have come to work drunk. Somebody went to work drunk, or they were working while under the influence. They were working, and something's going on. Being caught on surveillance also. They were caught on surveillance, and they could have been acting out really interestingly, and someone called the police. They could have been acting out really interestingly, and somebody ended up calling the police on them. That could be why an Aquarian energy did not return somewhere, or someone interesting, or they went out with a Capricorn, and they went out to a bar or whatever, and somebody got wrapped up in an argument, there. You're telling Libra, I'm trying to protect my coworkers. I'm trying to protect my friends from going out, and potentially something strange is going to happen if they go out drunk. Something strange is going to happen if someone goes out drunk. If somebody comes to work drunk, trying to tell somebody to stop drinking, but they're not listening, and something crazy is going on there, with the Emperor energy. So if it's not hospital, I always look at the Emperor and police officer. The Emperor energy could just be a police officer that a Libra called. The Emperor is a police officer that a Libra called, or a Libra feels the need to call because of something. Either you're relaying this information to a Libra, or a Libra is a part of this outing, or they were invited, or whatever it is. But something is karmic. So when I said a Libra being invited, something is karmically happening here because something is karmically happening here because this is the reason for the karma. Like the reason for the karma is that's why I said earlier on in the reading is that certain people aren't being invited out, but this is like a workplace that excludes certain coworkers from fun outings and things of that nature, but they're excluded for whatever reason. But you may not be one of those excluded ones. You may be, or you may not be, but something's going on where you're hearing that the ones who were accepted, or the ones who go out together, strange things keep happening to them. So strange things keep happening to them all the time. But the ones who were not being invited to them, the ones who were not being invited to go out with them are safeguarded. They're just safeguarded spiritually. This could be spiritual, yes. They're being safeguarded spiritually, but that they weren't invited protection. They weren't invited. The reason for this is very spiritual. This is the reason into why certain people weren't invited, but it's something that's metaphysical into the reason into why certain people aren't being invited to things, because something is metaphysical about it, because they have some type of protection, like a spiritual protection, that they're spiritually protected, and the ones being invited out and strange things are happening to them, they may not be spiritually protected. That could be where the karmic energy is coming from. That could be where the karmic energy is coming from there. But we think we're better than. So when I say karmic energy, there's a we think we're better than. We think we're better than. So something's going on there. So this could be a coworker has that thought. You could have that thought with some coworkers or friend groups or family members. We think we're better than. And something's crazy about having that kind of thought, but Aquarian has that thought. So an Aquarian energy may have that kind of thought, and something karmic is going on with them because they have that kind of thought. The police and the drinking and the brawls and the arguing with baristas or going into a store and being drunk and getting called the police upon because of intoxication, getting called the police upon period because of intoxication. But the person that they didn't invite is something spiritually protected about that person. And something weird is happening to them because they didn't invite someone. Something weird is happening to someone because they didn't invite someone somewhere. Something weird is happening to the Aquarian. It's something strange happening to the Libra because they didn't tell, they're cheating. Something strange maybe going on with the Libra because they didn't tell you something, or they're cheating, or the fact that they're cheating. Something is karmic there, you know. Something's karmically going on weird here because excluded coworkers because the people going out, they exclude certain coworkers, but strange things karmically weird are happening to them for some reason. That's why the Ten of Swords energy is there, but learning something spiritually. So the Ten of Swords energy is there in the present because you're learning something spiritually. You're learning something spiritual. The Ten of Swords, you learning something that shouldn't have went out with. The Ten of Swords and learning something spiritually is that you're thinking that you should not go out with, but on Labor Day. So you're thinking you shouldn't go out with some element here or elements here on Labor Day. Like a specific person, like you shouldn't go out with a Pisces on that day. You shouldn't go. Are they? But someone was really heavy about the Aquarian. So either the Pisces should not invite the Aquarian somewhere, or the Libra shouldn't let you have the Capricorn. The Libra shouldn't let you have a Capricorn somewhere, or the Libra thinks you shouldn't go with a Capricorn, but it's okay. So you going with a Capricorn energy, it's okay. But if you go somewhere with the Aquarian and a Libra, if you go somewhere with a Libra and an Aquarian, something strange is going on there. It doesn't have to be bad. It could just be like your friends or coworkers are getting so drunk to the point where they're faded out. They're getting so drunk to the point where they're faded out. But something is not good about their faded out feeling. That could be why hospitals and things of that nature are being involved. Like something's going on with I don't know if it's like alcohol poisoning and things that I keep getting Aquarian. Alcohol poisoning and things of that nature with the Aquarian energy. All right. And the spirit is like, you go out with Capricorn, don't go out with them. You're with the Pisces, you're trying to Pisces, do not invite the Aquarian. You're with the Libra thinks you shouldn't be with a Capricorn. The spirit is like, you should be with them, but they're okay. The Capricorn energy is okay to go out with, but something's going on with the Aquarian energy should not be included in some type of situation here for some reason. But they don't know how to act also. So the Aquarian energy may not know how to act in some type of environment. They may not know how to act for some reason, or when they're intoxicated, they act foolishly. When they're intoxicated, they act foolishly, and them acting foolishly, it could put some type of outing in jeopardy for some reason. All right, wow. So this could be coworkers and friend groups, or if it's not outings and things that nature, it could just be business deals that you have with these energies. It could be business partners that you act erratically. These are energies of business partners that act erratically, or they hold alcohol also. These are business partners that you have that they don't know how to hold their alcohol. They don't know how to hold their they don't know how to hold their alcohol, and you're fearing that something is getting extreme with someone not being able to hold their alcohol, hence the reason for the hospital visitations and things of that nature. But every time I say that, where's Capricorn? So either you're going out with Capricorn and Libra and whoever you're going out with those elements, but one of them is disappearing because they see what's happening. One of them is like, this is like you're going out with people, and it's like one of them has like a hindsight or something, and they see what's going to happen with an Aquarius. They see what's going to happen with an Aquarius, like hindsight, foresight, or they're out with them and somebody has intuition into what's going to happen to somebody. Like someone just has like a strong intuition into what's going to happen to someone if they go out. What's going to happen to someone if they go out with particular people. But they're sliding out the back door. The Capricorn energy is literally like sliding. I need to go with them. The Capricorn energy is sliding out the back door metaphorically because they observe what's happening to them. Like I said, spiritually protected. This could be a situation here where someone may not be in the workplace with you anymore, in the house with you anymore. Someone may have moved, or they went to a new job. Like someone could be the Capricorn or whichever element there. Like someone could. That's what a Pisces said, but spiritual. The Pisces may be spiritual and they have that kind of insight, but something's going on with somebody being spiritually protected, and that could be the reason into why the spiritual protection is interesting, because there's a certain coworker that they may not Like using their intuition that they shouldn't go out with certain people. A certain coworker uses their intuition that they shouldn't go out with certain coworkers. Are you that person that does that? Or but need to use, you may be that person that does that, and you need to use your intuition properly. You may need to use your intuition properly about certain coworkers and friend groups, or the Capricorn energy uses that and is pristine. But they slide out the back door because they're like, they may get invited, yes, but they're like, I'm tired, I'm gonna go home. But it's that it's something about them saying that it's spiritual. So the angels they protect them in that way, because whatever invitation they turn down, that invitation end up in craziness. That invitation ended up in craziness. Something crazy ended up there, but they use it intuition that something crazy was going to happen there. And they're like, I'm going home. I want to wake up early. I'm going home early. I'm not staying out late tonight. I'm going home. I'm tired. But they're spiritually protected, and something's going on with their spiritual protection, and them not wanting to be around certain people. But they have something's going on with foresight and hindsight into what's going to happen. Certain coworkers, they have foresight and hindsight into what's going to happen to certain coworkers and family members and friends and things of that nature. The looking for them, it need insight. The looking for them is you need insight from the Capricorn energy. You need insight from them. They know how to protect you. They know how to protect you. They know who you shouldn't go out with. they know who you shouldn't sleep with, or you want to sleep with them because you like them in that way, or you want to hang out with them because they have that kind of stuff going on with them. And that could be what's attractive. That could be, but envious. I'm looking at the Page of Wands energy. They're envious of that. They may be envious of that there. Okay. Whatever it is. So the cheating, or somebody has insight into your partner cheating, or someone has insight into you cheating on your partner, or the person that you're cheating on your partner with is better. The person that you're cheating on your partner with is better for some reason. And it could be either a Pisces or a Libra or a Capricorn. Or you just talk to the Pisces element about Libras, about Aquarians, about Capricorn. Should I be with them? You should be. Because somebody else deems someone else to be dangerous. Somebody deems someone at your title to be dangerous for you emotionally, dangerous for you psychologically, dangerous, however you want to look at dangerous. Something is dangerous, Aquarius. Something is dangerous about an Aquarian energy for some reason, and a Capricorn shouldn't go with them. You shouldn't go with them. Libra shouldn't be with them. Pisces shouldn't invite them somewhere, whatever it is. And the Page of Wands extracted. The Page of Wands energy is extracted, or they need to be extracted, or it's extracted themselves. They're trying to be in the same boat with the Capricorn because they don't want to be criticized either. So being in the same boat with the Capricorn, they don't want to be criticized either. They may not want to be criticized either. However you want to look at them being criticized, you may deem the Capricorn energy to be criticizing people for some reason. Like you deem it, but they're trying to protect people. So they're just trying to protect people. They're just trying to protect. This could be a situation here where like somebody that's extracted for some reason from a family environment, workplace, whatever, or they purposefully extract themselves, but someone's going with them criticizing people indirectly or directly. You deem it to be criticism, but it's not really criticism. But somebody really needs to hear that for some reason, but they're not listening to it, but they need to. But I get the Aquarius, so they're not listening to it, but it's coming from the not listening is coming from the Aquarian energy, or Libra. Or the Libra thinks you have an idea about being with someone that is better, but the Libra doesn't like that envy. The Libra doesn't like that person, the Capricorn or whatever, because of envy, whatever it is that's going on there. Wow. Your spiritual self has a sign of Virgo, Hermit energy right next to the Aries and external Taurus elements there. You may need a Virgo element there, but they're not invited. So a Virgo is not invited to something. The spirit emphasized that heavily. They're not invited. Something's wrong with them not being invited. So they could be a spiritually protected one as well. Angel guides, whatever. They could have that kind of stuff going on with them also. If it's not a Virgo, then it's just is this Hermit energy in your spiritual self with right next to the Emperor energy. Or you don't know what to do about hospital visitation or missing coworkers, or why somebody didn't come back to work, and arguments and stores and drunkenness and things of that nature. But Capricorn has that information. The Capricorn energy has that information. That's why the Hermit is in your spiritual self with them. It's in the spiritual self because Capricorn has that information there. Hermit energy implies spiritual introspection or introspection into yourself, retro introspection there. You know, the Hermit with the Ten of Swords and not wanting to listen. The Hermit as well with the Ten of Swords. For some, you may not want to listen. It's right next to the Aries and the Taurus, what they have to say. You don't want to listen to what the Aries and the Taurus have to say. An external Aries and Taurus have to say. For some reason, you don't want to listen to them. But the reason for not, the Page of Wands could be a younger Aries element that you don't like. The Page of Wands is a younger Aries element that you don't like. You don't like them. But the reason for not liking them, they're right about things. The reason for not liking them is that they're right about things. So either as a Capricorn or younger Aries, Leo elements, they're right about things. Like they're right about a Libra, but don't want to listen to that. So they're right about something that they know about a Libra intuitively. They're right about some. That's why I said in the same boat as Capricorn. They're right about something about a Libra intuitively. Intuitively, like it's intuitive, but you're not listening to them for some reason. You know, they're cheating. Someone's going on with their friend groups and colorism and their family with colorism with you. And you're like, I'm not that dark. I'm not even that light. I'm not this, that, and third. I'm intellectual. I went to school. I know how to speak. I know how to talk. Or someone's going on with language with that person. The Nine of Swords right next to them, language with them. Or not, they don't understand the language or something. You know, or just being with them, Pisces doesn't think you should be. So just being with them, a Pisces doesn't think you should be. Pisces doesn't think you should be. That could be why the Four of Cups is in the future. A Pisces thinks you should not be. But the Hermit is like, you need someone's going with receiving spiritual knowledge that you're not listening to, or someone isn't listening to for some reason, but they need to, about Libras, about Pisces, about Virgos, about Capricorn and Aquarian energies being together. And you safeguarding those elements there. But Pisces told you to. You safeguarding those elements there. A Pisces told you to do that. A Pisces told you to do that there. Because somebody has hindsight heavily here. But somebody isn't listening to the hindsight voice. Whatever the situation is there. The mentality has the Five of Pentacles energy here. But I need money. So you may be asking the Page of Wands energy for money. But they don't have it. So asking the Page of Wands for money, they don't have it. They don't have it. Leo, the Aries, they don't have it. Could be a copay for a hospital for the Aquarian. It could be a copay for a hospital or a hospital bill that you're trying to pay for the Aquarian, but trying to get job to do that. So you're trying to get your job to pay for somebody's copay in a hospital. Like you're trying to figure out a way to get, or this doesn't have to be a hospital. It could be like a doctor's visit or something that Aquarian needs. It's just a doctor's visit that Aquarian energy needs. But the reason for the doctor's visit, the reason for their doctor's visits and things of that nature is because of some type of alcohol poisoning. But they were drinking too much. It's alcohol poisoning. They were drinking too much. And someone's going on with them with the doctor and trying to ask the younger fire sign energy company money. You're asking the younger fire sign energy for company money to help them pay. For some reason they can't pay, or for some reason they're either they're trying to pay for this themselves. That's why I said got themselves in that situation. They got themselves in that situation. It was the Aquarian, but somebody's trying to figure out a way to use company money for their co-pays, their hospital bills and things of that nature. Or that's why you're asking the fire sign energy to help you with company funds in that way. You're thinking that a supervisor or boss is not going to do that. A family member is not going to do that. Somebody in a friend group is not going to do that, but they're responsible. Someone in a friend group is not going to do that. You're thinking somebody in a friend group is going to do that. Aquarian energy is responsible for that mishap, and Aquarian is responsible for their own mishap. I'm not responsible for that. That could be what you're telling the younger fire sign energy. Or that's what they're yelling back to you because they don't understand why you're trying to help them. They don't understand why you're trying to help them. The fire sign doesn't understand why you're trying to help the Aquarian energy. You know? Copays, hospital visits. But they got themselves in that situation because they're drinking too much. Or they were just acting. If they weren't drinking, lost self-control. If they weren't drinking, then they just lost self-control. And somebody may deem that to be. Someone may deem that to be like they need to be what do you call it? They need to be, what do you call that? They need like a psychiatrist appointment or something, like because of some type of action or behavior that they have. It's scary. Some type of action or behavior that they have is scary. That could be what you're trying to tell the younger and a Virgo. That could be what you're telling the younger fire sign energy and a Virgo Someone's weird or something. With the Five of Pentacles with them, you're like, I don't have money, and doesn't understand why you're trying to help someone. But something is neurological. So when I said trying to help someone, something is neurological. Somebody has something going on with them neurologically. So it's the Aquarian or a Libra or it's whatever. Somebody has something going on with them neurologically here. And the reason for that, something going on neurologically is scary. Something going on neurologically with someone, it's scary. So either it's because of drinking or smoking or some type of behavior that they have. Period. Because of a business deal that they're in, like I keep getting the Aquarian, they have some type of behavior because of a business deal that they're in, but their behavior is scary to you for some reason. And you're thinking that you're thinking the hospital visitations and the doctor's visits and things that you're thinking that you're going to need to make those kind of appointments for them, but they're fully capable. And that's what the fire sign energy is trying to tell you. They got themselves in that situation. They're trying to tell you that. The Nine of Swords right next to the Libra, they may not understand, but something's going on with them also. So something interesting neurologically may be going on with the Libra also. Something's going on with them also for some reason. Like they may have depression. So one of those elements may have depression. Interestingly, they have depression. They're depressed or something. Like they have some type of depressive action that they keep having. Whatever it is that they have, something is wrong there, or the way they act. It could have something to do with colorism and things of that nature, or the way their family members and coworkers are with and friend groups are with them. That's why I said earlier, it's affecting the relationship that you have with them. Vice versa, you know. Hmm. You know, somebody affecting somebody else mentally. That's why the Nine of Swords is right. The toxic family members and toxic business partners and lovers and whatever, they deem you to be that way. So when I said lovers, they may deem you some they deem you to be toxic for some reason. Vice versa. Then somebody deems somebody to be toxic in a partnership. Whatever. Somebody deems the other to be toxic for some reason. Or you think an Aquarian is toxic for a Capricorn because you're aware of something or somebody's behavior or business deals and acting erratically. A Libra acts erratically. The Libra may act erratically. That's why Ten of Swords energy is in the present. But the reason for them acting erratically is just because you're taking somebody's spiritual advice to leave them, whatever it is. And something's weird there. The Four of Swords energy is what's changing, but depression. So something's maybe going on with you with depression. Something's going on here with depression is changing. There's no more depression with the Four of Swords energy being from what's changing. But helping Aquarian. So the Four of Swords is that you feel like you should help the Aquarian energy there. Even if they got themselves in a situation, you feel like a silly business deal. They may have gotten themselves in a silly business deal, and something's going on with them that's interesting. So you feel like you should help them, but give them back money. So you think you should get. This could be a situation here where the Aquarian energy could have been in a business deal that wasn't good, and they may have lost money, and you feel sorry for them because they're homeless. You feel sorry for them because someone is homeless about them, or they're lacking something in life for some reason. So you feel the need to help them out for some reason. So you feel the need to help them out for some reason. So you may be giving them back their money, or you're trying to figure out a way to give them back money. Because they can't afford something also. So they may not be able to afford something. That's why I said co-pays and hospital bills and psychiatrist appointments. They need psychiatrist appointments and things of that nature. They need that. They need that, or a Libra needs that. But newfound. So when I say Libra needing that, someone's newfound and a Libra needing that. And that could be what you're talking to a Pisces and a Leo or Aries element about. But they're embarrassed by you talking about that. Those elements are embarrassed about you talking about that. Are you embarrassed, Libra? Are you embarrassed by a Libra? Are you embarrassed by an Aquarian? But what Capricorn knows, what the Capricorn energy knows, is what a Hermit energy is in the spiritual self. But what the Capricorn energy knows is embarrassing to you, the Aquarian, the Libra, the Pisces. What somebody knows is embarrassing here. Cheating scenarios. But there's depression tied into the reason into why someone is cheating or why you're cheating on someone, but not happy. So I said why you're cheating on someone. You're not happy with a Pisces. You're not happy with a Libra, or somebody sees that for some reason. Capricorn sees that. Virgo sees that. But that's why they left. So why is it Capricorn sees that? Virgo sees that. That's why those elements left. That's why they left. Wow. Wow. Devil energy is in the resolution going towards the Four of Cups energy. This is Capricorn energy there by need. So you need the Capricorn energy for information on Aquarians, on themselves. You need what they're doing and what they know. But bearer of knowledge. So is it what they're doing, what they know? Is there you deem them to be a bearer of knowledge or truth or whatever. They know a lot. So there's a befriend. They know them knowing a lot, you need to befriend them. Them knowing a lot, you need to, but better than Pisces. So them knowing a lot, and you need to befriend them. They're better than the Pisces than you're tied to. You deem them to be better than the Pisces. Pisces. That's why the Four of Cups energy is there in the future. You deem the Capricorn to be better than the Pisces. You deem them to be better. That's why it's sleeping with and one hand with it. And what I play with also. So something wrong with playing. Are you being a player with this person? But that's what a Libra sees. You're being a player with this person. And that's what a Libra sees. That could be what a Libra sees there. That's what a Four of Swords. It's what's changing. The Four of Swords is what's changing but Libra no longer cares about something. The Four of Swords is what's changing because a Libra no longer cares about something. The Libra no longer cares about something. They may not a feeling that you have with a Capricorn, or you want to be with them, or they no longer care about you trying to hang out with those elements or the Aquarian, or trying to safeguard Capricorn. They may no longer care about that or being with you, period, because of their family. So they may no longer care about something going on with you because of something going on interesting with their family, skin tones, language, issues, your family, their family, friend groups, your friend group, their friend group, interferences, things of that nature, devil energy there. If it's not Capricorn, then it's just devil energy in the resolution. But what's happening? So devil energy because of what's happening here. Something strange is going on here. That whichever millions of scenarios, something interesting is going on here. Because I keep getting because of an outing. So the devil energy is that something really interesting is going on because of an outing. Contraception from the beginning, sleeping with Capricorns, trying to be with them. Libra sees that, but I see why it's devil energy, because the devil energy is because I take a breath. The devil energy has to do with addictions and being addicted to people and money and business deals and the result of the things that are happening to people because of failed business deals. The result and what's happening to people because of failed business deals, and that could be what's going on with the Aquarian energy. The drinking, that's devil energy, the drinking, and alcohol intoxication and drinking and driving. And that's why I said cars and things that Aquarians shouldn't. So when I said drinking and driving, the Aquarian should not do that. That's why devil energy is there going towards the Four of Cups energy. Or you have it's addictive. The cheating is devil energy. Cheating on somebody cheating. Somebody, whatever it is, some type of neurological prejudice stuff that somebody's family members and coworkers and friend groups have going on. That's double energy because some of this neurological racism, some of this neurological about racism and prejudice issues that somebody has going on there. But some of the neurological that it's chemically off into somebody having those issues all the time. Someone's chemically off in the brain with that. Well. Interesting. Somebody's friend groups and family members, and the people that are attracted are spiritually protected. You could be one of those people. Are you trying to be one of those people? Whatever it is, from the beginning, contraception. So something that's blunt. Capricorn energy could be blunt. That's why Four of Cups energy is in the future. The Capricorn doesn't care. The Capricorn energy doesn't care about being blunt because people may have been blunt with them. Or they were betrayed by people. That could be why they treat people interestingly. That could be why they treat people interestingly from the beginning. But it's true at the same time, whatever it is. It may be harsh, but it's true. Okay? All right, let's see what the outcome is here, Taurus. All right. High Priestess energy, but new partner. High Priestess, you're thinking that you're gonna end up with a new partner. Capricorn could be your new partner. That's why you're in the resolution. The Four of Cups after them, leaving Libra. The Four of Cups after the Capricorn is you're trying to leave the Libra. You're trying to leave the Libra there. or the Pisces. That's why I said better than Pisces. You deem the Capricorn to be better than the Pisces. You deem it to be better than, like, however you look at better than Pisces, better than them, or Libra, better than them in the sense where, like, that's why I said knowledge, and somebody may be more knowledgeable on something that's going on with your life than a Libra, than a Pisces, whatever. Or knowledgeable, like they know it's Aquarius. They know what's going to happen with an Aquarian energy around Labor Day. something that's important about Labor Day, or near there somewhere. Protection, safeguarding them. You try. They're knowledgeable, or one of them, or however many of them. One of them or two, however many of them. They're knowledgeable, but they may also not make smart choices. You're using intuition about. They may also. They're knowledgeable about other people, but they also may not make smart choices as well. But that could be why the going out with the Aquarian is trying to stop them from doing that. But they're smart, they're knowledgeable, they're intelligent. But the going out with the Aquarian is not a good idea for them to do. It's not a good idea for them to do. But they may not see that about themselves, and that could be why you want to stop. They may know that. They may know it, but they may not care. There's that. They know that, but they may not care also. If you want to be with them, for whatever reason, this information and fire signs and money and therapy and neurological stuff that's going on with someone or somebody's, in drinking and acting out in stores and because of business deals and throwing tantrums. Aquarian does that. The Aquarian energy throws tantrums, and someone is police calling about them throwing a tantrum somewhere, and the Capricorn knows it's going to happen potentially, whatever. All right, let me do another outcome here real quick, Taurus. Wheel of Fortune energy, but I need to listen. The Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess is using intuition that you need to listen. The Wheel of Fortune, the spiritual message coming off the Wheel of Fortune with the High Libra is because you need to leave a Libra. Wheel of Fortune, the wheel is turning. It's gonna stop with the Libra. Using intuition that you need to leave them for some reason. Because something really interesting is going on with their family or their friends, or something that they said, something that they did, something that they did that fire Leo and the Aries element, that they have information that they saw them doing. Something they saw them doing, or it's Wheel of Fortune with the High Priestess that you're using intuition that something that you're doing, something that you're intervening with somebody else's stuff is affecting the relationship that you have going on with them, or a Pisces, whatever. And it's Wheel of Fortune energy because you're leaving someone or something, or you're trying to help someone because you're trying to help someone because it's some type of craziness that they got themselves into, or you're thinking that somebody, whatever it is, whatever the reason is for that, or something's going on with sex, with trying to have sex with a different person. You're trying to have sex with a different person from your partner, and something's going on there. Something's going on there with that, It's the way you're trying to do something also, All right, Taurus, let me know how it resonates. Be well. Take care. Bye.